Okay, welcome back to Entrance into Risk. This is the second part. I have restarted the mission, taken the expansion very early on, wiped this whole area before activating the assaults from the RSSI, although I have prepared with the observers and all that. And mostly just consolidated defense around here, although a lot of it got destroyed by an attack wave earlier. Now I'm pretty close to wiping out the last of the Protoss defenders, but I'm going to go ahead and quick save. Basically, the Dark Archons is the main thing that I changed, as well as having Dragoons now, as opposed to anything else. We don't really need to save... I mean, it would be nice to save the supply, but we don't really need to save this area, although the gas is pretty, I guess, necessary to some extent. But the main thing is that we have access to some units that we've mind-controlled. It seems pretty important to have stuff like this. I don't really know how you would go about playing this mission otherwise. That and confuse. I got a really good idea simply by getting having my units get confused by the enemy Dark Archons was really fucking infuriating. And then I was like, wait, I can do that. So then I just started doing that myself. So this is what we're looking at right now. We do need that extra gas. But I guess we'll go ahead and clear out some of this stuff now. Then we gotta activate these portals here. Although one thing I could do if I wanted to be real cheeky about it is there's only like a handful of units over here. So maybe what I do is I send these two to mind control this. Quick save, obviously. Then go ahead and mind control that Mirage. And then mind control the Corsair, and that will give us access to everything. And we'll just go ahead and send a Vanguard really quickly over to the portal. But as you can see, as soon as this happens, you get attacked by some pretty heavy attack forces. We've successfully taken control of them all, yep, and we also will never lose them either, as far as I can tell, because we have that observer thing, which doesn't seem like it's intended, but I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't need to reread the dialogue. Unfortunately, we did lose some Dark Archons. That's pretty bad, but we'll try to keep them as alive as much as possible. We're also getting attacked from the middle. Nothing too crazy, nothing we can't deal with. The Arbiter is going to be really useful when we go to attack the final defenders. Dark Archons can fend for themselves pretty well, as in addition to what they already do, so I'm pretty pleased with how that worked out. Let's go ahead and fully saturate that gas. And we have the defenses on this side. Obviously, we've got to make sure that we keep our base intact. The Corsair that we mind-controlled is going to be really useful. I did wind up selecting Corsairs, but I haven't built a Stargate, obviously. We'll just use this as anti-air. We don't really need to worry about setting it up necessarily, but getting it getting it out of my units is pretty important. Unfortunately, we are getting attacked by Death Heads, which are really fucking absurdly powerful, absurdly strong, especially against our defenses. Just the way that the defenses work out, we don't have enough photon cannons to deal with them. I say we just do it this way, and then another one of these. We should be okay. As you can see, they restock these forces. We can grab these units, and then that's really fucking disruptive. And then we can just walk our way in here. Confusion as well would not be bad necessarily. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Go ahead and grab that carrier as well. I grabbed a Void Ray at some point. I think I actually still have it. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate. Portal has been reactivated. Okay, so now I say we just go ahead and go for it. I have a quick save from way before, so we don't really necessarily need to do too much here. I say we just mind control this, mind control that. Let's go ahead and use our strengthen ability. We'll keep focus on keeping Kaduros alive. He's really been useful, invaluable, I would say, in these sieges. Grab all these Arbiters. So ridiculous. As you can see, the Dark Archons have worked out quite well. I think we just have to wipe out the... I don't know if we have to wipe out all the units, but... This is sort of weird where, like... Oh yeah, it looks like we did it. We cleared out the Protoss defenders. And it doesn't matter that our base was in shambles there, so. Now, presumably there's going to be more to this. Like a micro section afterwards. Fantastic job clearing out this area, Kaduros. We're ready to move in. We will have to take caution once we're inside the main facility. This will be an entrance into risk. Roll credits. We have additional forces on the way to our position. We will surely need the assistance. I don't know. I think that's additional forces, like allied forces. Indeed. And once again, the skybox broken in the top right. Well, actually, in general. I just couldn't tell. Not sure if that's a patch 3.0 thing or whatever. Good luck, brave allies. May the Kala allow you to be successful. May the Kala guide you to success. Come on, Kaduros. You're supposed to say it with some sort of emphasis on being really cool and Protossy. So I definitely got really upset at the previous video, or in the previous video. Not necessarily apologizing for it, just commenting on it. Was a little stressed out. Wasn't expecting it to be as difficult as it was. It might be the time where we tone it down to normal now, if the future missions are going to be as challenging. I was told that hard in this campaign turns into harder than brutal in Blizzard campaigns, which is completely fucking unreasonable in my book, but here we are. This place looks mighty familiar, doesn't it? I suppose it's finally clear who built the facility back on Calathus 4, huh? We've got to work quick. Rick, what's the situation down there? Down here. The defensive cannons are scattered all around you. I've calculated an exact amount that will have to be destroyed in order to give us enough space to safely enter the facility directly. Well, they have some units over here. A little note, they are heavily protected by Malric's best forces, though. Let's hope you have what it takes to handle them all. Yeah, let's hope indeed. Thanks for the heads up. You guys ready for this? No. But I will quick save so that I can be ready to restart from this point onward. Oh, here we go. TOA protective cloaking. Watch out, the RSSI are starting to react to your actions. Oh yeah, I just didn't look at that tip earlier. Reeves has received an upgrade to his cloaking field. Is a special ability that allows Reeves to cloak the selected unit. Bonus movement and attack speed. 50% bonus movement to attack speed with 6-second cloak. 25% with a 9-second cloak on normal units. And it stores multiple charges. Okay, kids, marking the cannon locations now. Destroying these should be sufficient for us. And it's only 10 energy. That's pretty good. Ferrying an arrow can now use emergency med pack. Instantly restore 125 health.
These are your guys. I'm counting on you, boy.
So it's just these two. Interesting. Okay. And then we have to destroy all these cannons. Holy shit, there's 8 of them. Alright, so let's quick save.
Very well.
We'll make our way to this top left one, right?
Everything I could have hoped for.
Let's go ahead and cloak the hammer securities. Oh, it looks like we can't go in that direction.
Scooter.
I just want to cloak him and scout out a little bit ahead, but... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
You have my gratitude.
Oh, I forgot how that worked.
Let's make the most of this, man.
Oh, beautiful. Well, we have medics, so we don't really have to be... We don't have to worry about making too many early mistakes. Thankfully, it doesn't look like there's a time limit.
Piece by piece.
So,
The expert here.
hopefully we'll be okay.
You did the right thing. Hey, Randy, don't you love that thing?
We do have war pigs. They're okay.
Be careful.
I don't know where those units came from. They must have been spawned or something. Can't target invulnerable units. Well, why is it invulnerable? It's magical debris, man.
Good hunting, Commander. Excellent plan.
Okay.
It's dangerous,
Can't target invulnerable units.
but it could work.
So, what the fuck do we do then? I guess we have to go to the bottom right. Okay, so this is where I think it's probably best if I... Can he do this to himself? Yes, he can. Ah! Scary.
It's your call.
Okay, well we got the medic anyways. Let's move forward. Wow, those units did not stay stunned for long. Doesn't say how long the stun is for, but I thought it would be for longer. I'll put it that way. So we have steady shot, and then we've got run. Shift commands on Barry don't seem to work. Not sure what's up with that. Alright, so it looks like we had to come down here for the first one. I thought this was going to be sort of open-ended. You could pick which one you want, but at least for the first one, it is not such. It is not like that, so... Not my favorite thing. So we just have to blow this up. We can use Barry's, Yeah, that did it a lot better. What the fuck is going on down there? Let's quick save. Man, we have a breach in Sector 10. Send the incursion team. This is not good. I'm picking up an enormous amount of forces on the way to your location. Finish up your work and get out of there if you want to survive through this. Don't tell me this means a time limit. Oh my god. Can we go through this yet? No. Well, how do we get to that one? Now, is this a defeat condition? Or do we just... Can we just attack them when they come? Seems pretty convoluted. Alright, throw a grenade here. Beautiful. We kept our war pigs alive. I'm happy about that.
Dangerous, but it could work. Looks like you're back in business. Keep it down, you damn idiot. Ain't right how much you love that thing.
Okay.
Let's show have my gratitude.
Stun?
It's your call.
How about the air units? That was wonderful. Okay, hold up. We sort of have to pretend to take things slowly here.
What is your status?
Okay. Can we go through this? No. Okay, well. The Malric offensive. That's not a... That's rather offensive, actually. Okay, get rid of that. Oh my god, they sniped our medic! What a bunch of fucking assholes! Okay, well... This is where we take, That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one, man. I thought we were supposed to destroy all these cannons. Why can't we open those things?
Keep it up.
Ah! Okay, well, down this location I go. See, I want to, like, take my time and scout around, but obviously it's not really... It's not designed in a way that really facilitates that. We lost some units there.
See you there.
Okay.
Your call.
Well, we found another one. Go ahead and bomb the shit out of this. Alright, looks like we've done it. It's another one down. Okay, just throw your grenade. Did it not do damage for some reason? That's what it looks like. Well, I don't know what those guys were thinking. Maybe they weren't thinking. Well, this... Oh, that probably is a dead end. I'm not even going to bother. Destroy that. It looks like a critter. Must die. Whoa! Okay. This needs to go. Get it out of here. Wait, did they always have Warhound death models? I don't know. Okay, we need to start healing. Okay, so now we've lost all our medics, so we definitely want to lead with these two since they have the med packs. Even though it's... No, that's on a 45-second cooldown. I think that's fine. Okay. So, I don't know if this means that one of the doors is going to open now. Or maybe it opened one of these doors. Okay, so why don't we send the hammer securities in this direction. We'll send these guys up here. See if this is busted. It hasn't. What? Oh. Looks like it has. Maybe we'll, like, disable some of these doors at some point. I just don't want to lose, you know, after all of this nonsense. It would feel really shitty to lose once we're... Just because of, like, a timer ran out, you know? Go ahead and throw a grenade. Beautiful. Okay. We gotta make sure we're using all of our abilities here. much as possible. We'll stim the Marauder, even though I don't really like doing that. I mean, unless we can go back there somehow really quickly after destroying the proper ones, this seems really fucking dangerous.
It's your call.
Okay. Well, they must have vision of us or something. That's really weird. Okay. Blow this up. Holy shit.
What is your stun
Okay.
count? Our sensors are tracking.
Oh man. Never mind, there was a missile turret there. That's why we were being seen. Okay, so
Scooter. Keep it up. You have my gratitude.
just grenade. Okay.
But it could work.
All right. We need. Oh, that's not what we needed. Now he heals himself slowly, so it's not the end of the well. It is the end of the world if he takes a bunch of damage. Okay, we did it. Good, that lets us use the grenade on that anyways, so go ahead and heal yourself. I wonder what's going on with that. That's crazy. Oh! Holy shit. Go and snipe that. Stun. Good combo. Back up. Grenade. Okay. Looks like we've done it.
What is your status?
Okay. Well, we destroyed 6 of them, but we couldn't even get access to these unless we had to hack them or something. Well, we still I haven't overwritten my quick save, which is good. So if we do lose once this happens, yeah, okay. What a joke. That's really, you can lose. It's like a 9-minute timer or something. So there's an easy, well, there's not really an easy way to cheese this mission because you have to destroy one before you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with the way that this is working out so far. Like, can we do something with this? Can we interact with it? We can't walk through it.
See you there.
So how do we get to this one? I don't understand. Unless we have to use... Oh, we have to use the breaching charge. Wow. What a haha. Okay, well. Oh shit. What the fuck? Okay. Barry, you're up. Okay, stun. Okay, you've done it. Okay, beautiful. Run. Go, quick. Okay. That's a pretty good start. We probably should have done that before activating the other stuff, but... what the fuck? What is going on over here?
One more section to go, then you're done. Let's make the most
Okay.
of this, man.
All right. Well, we've done something. We've made it happen. Okay, 7 minutes to kill 6 more of them. Yeah, definitely dangerous. Grenade. Okay,
Your call. See you there.
we've done it.
Keep it up.
I'm not really giving myself time to heal, obviously, but it's fine, I think. Let's take Barry. Blow that up.
Your status.
We'll get rid of the other stuff later. Okay.
What's up, cowboy?
Barry, we need you to do this. Alright, cool. I brought the Banshee back as well. Wonderful.
I understand. Anytime you're ready.
Okay.
You have my gratitude.
We've done it. Barry, you are a very useful hero, my friend.
Our sensors are tracking.
Alright, stun the ground units. Grenade those.
Keep it up.
Okay, some random medics came over to die at us. That's wonderful.
It's your call.
Stun. Yeah, those Annihilators or whatever those fucking units are really powerful. This is where we lost our medics last time.
Understand.
I'm going to go ahead and save. And hope that I'm not making a mistake by going this way. But if I am, obviously I can... sort of... not die immediately. Because I have quick save. Grenade. Alright, wonderful. Okay. Okay, just kill this, ignore the missile turret. And then we'll move on to... Oh, we've got to deal with these guys. Okay. We're really low on medic energy, but it's not really the end of the world. Okay. Stun here. Grenade here. Kill this. Okay. That was pretty good. Pretty professional, if I don't say so myself. Yes, I want you to help. Do it. Okay. Let's get out of here. We got 3.5 minutes. We gotta make this count. Okay. So I think we actually had to go that way first because then we destroy this this stuff up here, and that makes sense. Okay. So we have to actually approach this before it becomes destroyable, which is misleading, and that's why it confused me earlier. I think 3 minutes to kill the last 3. It's more than fair. I think we got this. We just need to be okay to take it slow here. Which is obviously pretty hard to convince myself to do. Hey, come on. Well, I'm just going to quit and rewind, because I haven't saved in a while. That's a really unfortunate place. We got to kind of try and spill out there. Oh my god. Well, whatever. We'll just load the quick save and go from there. Why? I don't understand how Blizzard can... Like, I understand why, or rather, how Blizzard can be incompetent enough to fuck up in this way, where their features just don't work half the time, if we're being generous. But I don't know, man. It's still rather frustrating. Okay, let's go to the bottom here first. Okay, so we're gonna aggro them over here. Alright. And then there's just the matter of this Viking. Oh man, trying to figure out these hotkeys is a whole new world. Okay. We've gotten that one. I feel like that one's the much, like, maybe not much harder, but I don't know. It feels harder than this one. Okay, gonna stun these. Kill that. Okay. Just bomb. Alright, well, maybe don't bomb that. Yeah. Okay. What does this cost? 30 health? Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, we actually did it faster that time, so I would say it's worth it. We just can't lead with Barry anymore. What the fuck? What are you getting? Oh yeah, I forgot that they even spawn units. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's quick save here. We're gonna move up with the 2 units that have the healing. Not being able to see over this is pretty problematic, I would say. Grenade. Okay. Okay. We've done it. Keep it rolling here. Move the medic behind. Lead with you two. I should hockey these two in their own group because they have the med kits. 2 minutes. I think we can do it. Yeah, these are pretty close together if I remember correctly. So. Okay. Heal. Grenade. Okay. Heal. Alright, snipe that. Okay. Okay.
It's your call.
Alright, I say we try and do it this way. Kind of fucking weird to do it this way, but... Well, we've wiped out most of the defenses anyways. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to turn around and wipe this out afterwards. So I think we can lead with arrow and just wipe this one out, like tank it. Okay, hold on. Alright, that's fine. Back up. Stun. And then... this is going to be dicey. I don't think we can do it, actually. No, maybe we can. Yeah, I think we can, actually. We did it. Holy shit, it was down to the fucking wire. We had 8 seconds left, but we did it. That was pretty intense. Rick, we destroyed the designated cannons. Anything else? Yeah, you have 8 seconds before you're surrounded by invisible Marines. Nope, the amount you destroyed will be plenty space for us to make our move. You best get back to safety. Good idea. Roger that. Kaduros, keep the portal open for just a little longer. We're on our way. Once we return, we'll mobilize our forces to prepare for the main assault. Well, there's been quite a bit of build-up to this sort of final showdown sort of section that we've got coming. So, I think it's all coming together. One thing I will say is that I think what is interesting about Annihilation's missions, and one thing I haven't commented on yet, because this is one of the first missions that I actually replayed from the beginning after running into issues, is that it sort of has the same issues as like Blizzard's Legacy of the Void campaign, where some of the unit options are significantly better, like objectively way better than some of the other combos for most players. I say most, like, well, they're always going to be better. There's always going to be easier ways to do it where it just automates a lot of the work, and like Confuse is really, really fucking good. Mind Control is really, really good. And the energy regen rate on Dark Archons is so fucking way out of the whack compared to Brood War. So they're really, really good units, and they can attack, so they defend themselves very well. And I think they have better stats. So it's just crazy. Like, they're so good. So good. Such good units. So you've got that element of it. As of course, Corsairs auto-casting Disruption Web. That's crazy. Arbiters having this massive stasis field, and you can see the indicator for when it expires, so you know how to plan that battle. It's crazy. These units are really, really good. But aside from that sort of issue, where the alternatives are much more lackluster and much less impactful, one of the interesting things about Annihilation's maps, it seems to me that once you've played them once, you can actually go back and enjoy them by sort of testing your limits. And like, I think that, for example, the mission where I was playing on Brutal and I couldn't proceed any further, it was the Daggerfang mission on the Ashworld planet, when we were fighting against the corrupted Daggerfang and the RSSI forces. That one, now that I know sort of the lay of the land, I could attempt that on Brutal and probably win. And maybe with enough practice on some of these harder missions, I could attempt on Brutal, knowing what to expect. But I typically like to record my maps in a first run. I don't really like... well, it's not really that I don't like playing it over again in order to get the desired effect and in order to win, and while comfortably talking to an invisible audience, because the whole point of recording these is to showcase them, but also I have to be delivering quality commentary so that people enjoy the videos. The problem with combining all of that is that I don't really have a lot of time in my day. I record at least 10 hours of content between my streams and my daily uploads a week. And that doesn't sound like much, but when you're also working a quasi full-time job, like between 30 and 40 hours a week, when you're also working on your own set of campaign projects and all of the other stuff that you wind up doing, and you're like testing stuff for friends and trying to make these side videos for people who want their content showcased in a more informal manner, there's like all these other things that I have going on that it does make it rather frustrating when I've spent, in my mind, an unduly, like an inordinate amount of time on one particular map, on one particular video. So in those cases, I hope it's not overly negative. I hope, map makers like Dudki can sort of like acknowledge that even though I might sound really unreasonable when I'm like complaining and screaming and stuff, and they're totally warranted to think that. Like, I'm not saying that it's like a slight against their character if they think that way, but hopefully that sheds some sort of context on why I get frustrated sometimes. And I'll do my best to like not do that anymore. That's something I think I put too much of an emphasis on trying to deliver quality commentary and winning the mission. So I'm playing decently while also delivering quality commentary, while also doing everything in a first take scenario where I don't have to replay and don't have to re-record, because that's the way that I have lined up the most efficient method of getting these videos recorded and getting this content out to you guys. And when I'm pressed for time, especially, all of those, and one of those things or multiple of those things aren't going well. Like I'm not feeling the commentary is good quality, or I'm not getting it done in the first take. That's when, on top of just general frustration of losing a map that exists independently of those other variables, things are going to get ugly a little bit. So I apologize if I was offending anybody, or if I sort of came across as just an asshole. Obviously, it was not my intention. And hopefully this sort of shedded some light on that. But I thought this mission overall, in retrospect, after playing it again, like it served a different purpose. I'm going to start trying to approach these maps in terms of when I look at their difficulty as, once I restarted, once I had prior map knowledge, was I able to adapt? And I think that I was able to adapt. In this case, obviously, I had a much easier time of it in this time around. So, in that early macro section. And then even when we reloaded for the micro section, I sort of knew what to do to some extent. So, there's a couple of different elements, I think, to this mission and to all of the other missions probably that is probably lost on me just because I'm not replaying them and sort of trying to analyze how to min-max my strategies, because I don't usually replay campaigns after I've played them once, just because, again, I don't have enough free time to play regular video games made by actual developers that I've paid money for, let alone these custom campaigns that are seen as more of a hobby project. So definitely a little challenging to try and get all that stuff taken care of. So I hope you guys can bear with me in that respect. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back in a few more days with another Annihilation video. Stay tuned until then. You can watch some of my other content, like another episode of the Antioch Chronicles. The second map of that is going to be debuting tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And see you guys next time you decide to click on one of my videos.